Welcome to the Guided Expressions podcast with Martin Williams, the place to learn and be inspired to live your best life. Here is your host, Martin Williams.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Guided Expressions podcast. My name is Martin Williams. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. You may do so on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Spotify. All the links to the podcast can be found at guidedexpressions.com/podcast. Today, what I wanted to talk to you about is Someone Did That. Now, that's a little bit of a strange title, but I promise to explain what I mean by that. A lot of people feel as if what they have to offer is not significant or perhaps not needed. A lot of people feel that they don't have any special gifts because, maybe they can't sing, or maybe they can't be an athlete, or maybe they can't do something, that catches people's attention the way that some people who have really amazing out of this world talents can, right? So they think, well, I don't have any of those skills or any of those gifts, so what I have to offer really isn't that important. But I want you to rethink that if you actually think that. I want you to think about everything that you see around you. Like right now, I'm sitting in my closet. It's where I do most of my recording. It's a really nice, confined area. It's away from everyone. It's where I can get quiet. I don't have to worry about anyone barging in or anything like that. So it works out for me. But as I look in this closet, I see hangers. I see shoes. I see a box that had an air mattress in it. I see a suitcase. And I see lots and lots of clothes. I see a piece of paper with ink on it. Something that is printed out. I see a notebook. And of course, I'm speaking into a phone with a stand on it. I'm also looking at the internet router. I'm looking at the another piece that goes with the internet router. I don't even know what that does, to be honest. Like another router, and maybe that's pulling in the actual data or pulling in the actual internet. I'm not sure. I should know. I should be more technically savvy than that, but I really don't know what that does. But anyway, they put it they put it in our house, and it has something to do with the internet. My point is that there are so many things just in this little room that have a purpose, and they were made for a reason. And not only were they made, but they were made by someone, and they were designed by someone. And are you going to tell me that pants aren't important? Are you going to tell me that hangers aren't important? I mean, hangers are a way to keep your clothes off the floor. Are you going to tell me an air mattress isn't important? Wait until you have 10 people in your house and there's nowhere for them to sleep. Then an air mattress becomes really important. I don't have to tell you how important shoes are, right? You'd be walking barefoot. I don't have to tell you how important a phone is. I mean, our phones do way more than just communicate with other people. In this day and age, we do everything on our phones. We watch TV shows. We connect with people around the world. We write. We text. We play games. We use it to relax. Our phones do so much. So what is my point in all this? Everything that you see was made, and it was made by someone. So when you think about what it is that your contribution might be to the world, you might think, well, it's not very significant, or maybe people don't need it. And the fact of the matter is that if the idea came to you, it's a need, it's a need. It's something that people need, and you were brought here to fill that need. It's your job to fill that need. And don't hold up. Don't allow self-doubt to push you into inaction, to not do anything about it. And oftentimes, another thing I want to explain is that just because you have the idea, it may not mean that you're the one to see it all the way through. You might just come up with a prototype, and then a company might buy the idea and bring it to market. But it was still your idea. It still took you to get it to that point. So don't think that you have to do every single thing yourself. But what you should do is that you should take every idea that you have and take it as far as you possibly can take it. And if you do that, two things will happen. Either you'll be the one that takes it across the finish line, or someone else will pick it up and take it across the finish line for you. But either way, don't ignore those ideas. Don't ignore that urge. Don't ignore that vision that you have, because you might have something that will change the world forever. There are so many things that we enjoy now that didn't exist 10 years ago. There's so many things now that we enjoy that, 10 years ago would have been a pipe dream. I know YouTube is older than 10 years, but, it's not that old. I mean, in the late 90s, if I could have told you that you could go onto a website and you can watch any video, pretty much of anything ever, if it was ever recorded, you can watch it on YouTube. You might have said, well, that's a nice idea, but it'll never happen. But YouTube is a part of our society. It's a part of our life now. Same with Google, who happens to own YouTube. Same with Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's just amazing. All these things that are at our fingertips that 25 years ago were just pipe dreams. And all I want to encourage you to do is take those ideas and start working on them, start executing on them, because someone did that. And because someone did it, we have hangers, we have pants, we have clothes, we have suitcases, we have phones, we have air mattresses now. So what is the thing for you? What are you going to bring to the world? I'm excited to see what you will bring, what will be your lasting contribution to the world, because the world needs it. If the idea came to you, the world needs it. Maybe it might just be one person, but you could change the life of one person who go on and change the lives of billions of people. That's why no one is insignificant. No one is unimportant. And your ideas and your dreams are not insignificant. They matter. So bring them to fruition. Bring them to life. My name is Martin Williams. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Guided Expressions podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you soon.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Guided Expressions podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify to get all the latest content from Guided Expressions. No one builds a house without a blueprint, so why are you trying to build your dream life without one? That's how the Blueprint course was created. The Blueprint course is for people who know they were meant for more. Created by Martin Williams, the Blueprint is a streamlined way to help you create the life you've always wanted. Get instant access now by clicking the link in the description box or going to guidedexpressions.com/blueprint.